Antonio A.J. Armstrong Jr. of Houston, Texas was found guilty today, August 16, 2023 for the murder of his father and mother Antonio Sr. and Dawn Armstrong. This news comes in after two prior mistrials in March 2019 and March 2020. On July 29, 2016 at 1:14 a.m. A.J. placed a call to 911 and stated that he had heard gunshots coming from his parents' room. Soon after the horrific incident, A.J., who was 16 at the time, was charged with murdering both of his parents in their southwest Houston home. They were both shot once in the head while they slept. The killer also used Antonio Sr.'s gun. Antonio Sr. was an ex-NFL player. Him and his wife Dawn owned a gym together in the Bel Air area where Antonio was also a personal trainer. He was also a motivational speaker and an assistant pastor at his mother's church. They had a total of 3 children. Their oldest son Josh had moved out of the home prior to the murders, and A.J. and their younger daughter Kara were still living in the home. People who knew them both described them as great family and loved their community. After being arrested and brought into the police station, A.J. told investigators that an intruder was in the home. As far as we know of that night, there was A.J.'s parents, A.J. and his younger sister, living in the home at the time of the murders. Investigators said A.J.'s account of what happened that night had several inconsistencies, and that he was emotionless during his interview and while on the 911 call. A.J. spent 8 months in juvenile detention. After turning 17, he was said to be fit to stand trial as an adult. In March 2017, he was bonded out of jail by his grandmother. The third and final trial for A.J. Armstrong began July 31, 2023. Prosecutors revealed in court that A.J. had test-fired the murder weapon that he knew his father kept in his nightstand and sent a bullet through the floor of his room. It was also stated that A.J. used gasoline to set a fire outside of his parents' room. Prosecution displayed text messages in court between A.J. and his parents where his parents told him how disappointed they were with his below-average grades. He was initially placed on academic probation at school due to his grades and was eventually kicked out of high school as his grades showed no improvement. His behavior had also changed. His parents grew more worried and unhappy with his grades. He was repeatedly breaking his curfew, and spending too much money, and was alleged to be smoking marijuana and consuming alcohol in their home. Due to his grades and negative behaviors, his parents took his Mustang and gave it to their older son Josh, and then gave A.J. Josh's truck. They also identified that A.J. was texting himself in the hours before he murdered his parents and pretending to have a conversation with a boy from school, and sending his girlfriend screenshots of the fake conversation. At one point during the trial, his older brother Josh was alleged as potential suspect due to his mental health, but that was later dismissed by a defense forensic psychiatrist. His former girlfriend also testified that she was with Josh at his apartment during the night of the murders. A.J. is now 20. And up until today's verdict, August 16, 2023, he was living under house arrest with his grandmother. Throughout his multiple trials, his grandparents and other family members supported A.J. and had hoped for the best for him despite him being on trial for the murder of his parents. So what was the motive? Did A.J. feel like his parents were beating him down mentally and taking away his livelihood? Did this ultimately drive him to end their lives? My heart goes out to the Armstrong family. May they find peace and understanding during this very difficult time.